But there's already a plan for this. And the World Economic Forum calls them smart cities, which seems great. Progressive urban designers, like the UK headquartered ARUP group, they have their own section on the WEF website. They're gaming what smart cities might look like. It's kind of exciting. What would life be like in these cities? Well, here you go. Their plan for 2030, your family will eat 0 amounts of meat and 0 amounts of dairy. Each person will be restricted to 2,500 calories a day. What? Each family member will only receive 3 new items of clothing per year. This is on the World Economic site. There will be 0 privately owned vehicles. This article on the website actually quotes Klaus Schwab and his references in the 4th Industrial Revolution. They talk about utilizing technologies like 5G, quantum computing, artificial intelligence for, quote, reshaping the built environment. I got to tell you, this is the scariest stuff I have ever written. I mean, Utopians in 1984, that stuff couldn't be done 20 years ago. This is George Orwell on steroids, and it all can be done and is being done.
Hello, my friends. This is Linol Anderson here with you guys with the brand new YouTube BitChute video. Well, as you can see, I started you guys off there with the clip. In today's video, we're talking about 15-minute cities. That's right, the latest WEF agenda, or should I say NWO agenda for humanity, that they're rolling out worldwide right now. And specifically here where I live in Edmonton, Alberta. That's right, Edmonton is going to be the pilot project for the 15-minute city, the first one in Canada. Well, good luck with that, because I'm telling you right now, we the people are not buying it, and we're not complying with it. So I'm going to tell you guys what this agenda is all about and how it is vital that you just say no. That's right, my friends. I'm fired up today because it's affecting me directly because they're doing it here in my city. And I'm just had enough of this agenda by these dirty elitists who think that they could just come in here and tell us what they're going to do to us. Oh, I don't think so. We, the people, have the power, my friends. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. As I say, subscribe to survive. I cover all from NWO, what's going on in the world, occult knowledge, extraterrestrials, UFOs, and much more, how it all ties together. And please like this video as it helps me so much with the algorithms. Now, let's just get right into it. All right, my friends. So this whole agenda with their 15-minute cities, oh, they're trying to say, oh, all we're going to do is make things so they're close. Everything's within 15 minutes from what you need. And they're doing this because the changes with the weather, right? That agenda with the climate, right? Oh, this is going to save the world, right? Because now you won't have to drive as much, right? Well, we know there's a plan to get rid of the cars, right? They don't want people having cars anymore. If they do have cars, it's the electric vehicles, right? They want to get rid of regular cars. They want you all to have electric vehicles. Why? Maybe because they can control you more, right? Electric vehicles, they could just turn off anytime they want. Let's just say there won't be any trucker protests that way, right? And but they're saying, oh, it's to limit the carbon. We don't want the carbon. Oh, the carbon's going to kill us all. Even though we're carbon beings. We know it's all just a big cover-up and distraction from Nibiru. But we'll get into that in another video. Check out the Nibiru playlist on my page. But yeah. So that's what they're selling it as. Everything's going to be a 15-minute walk away from your house, you know. You could just walk or bike everywhere you need to go. Oh, it's awesome. We're not restricting your freedom or anything like that. No. Guess what? Everything's within 15 minutes already. We're in neighborhoods. Okay, but they want to call it districts. Oh, you'll have 15 different districts in your city, right? Well, what they failed to tell you is there's the part of the agenda. It's on the WEF website, and it's actually happening in Oxford, UK right now, is that you're not going to be able to leave your 15-minute district, right? They said so far for Edmonton here that, oh no, it's going to be nothing like that. But they're doing it in Oxford. That's right. They've set up barriers and you cannot leave your district. Oh yeah, that's right. They say you could leave up to 100 times a year. But then after that, you can't leave. So if you just want to go your district, and say your mom lives in the district over, you can't do it. Okay? You could only go a certain amount of times in a year. But if you've reached your limit, then you can't leave your district. That's right. Oh, no, sorry, you can't leave. And they got barriers to keep you from leaving. And of course, this whole thing is going to be controlled and monitored by artificial intelligence. They're calling it a smart city, right? It's all going to be controlled by the AI. And, you know, if you ask me, it sounds a lot like that movie, The Hunger Games. Oh, yeah. They had different districts too, didn't they? That's what this is. It's The Hunger Games. So, and now, but we're crazy conspiracy theorists. Ooh, it's crazy conspiracy theorists. You should see some of these brainwashed zombies leaving their comments. Oh, these crazy conspiracy theorists. They got a conspiracy against walking now. That's what they think. Oh, it's a great idea. You can just walk everywhere you want. Oh, these crazy conspiracy theorists. We're crazy conspiracy theorists, eh? Oh, just like that thing that they wanted you to take was so safe and effective, right? Oh, safe and effective. Oh, it's not dangerous at all. Oh, you're a crazy conspiracy theorist. Right? Oh, that's what they called us, right? It's not going to restrict our freedom, nothing like that. Next thing you know, you have to have a passport to leave the friggin' country. Next thing you know, people are dropping like flies everywhere. Sudden adult death syndrome is just, oh, but we were the crazy conspiracy theorists, right? Tinfoil hat wearers. I'm sorry, I'm fired up today, my friends. Well, now they're doing the same thing. Oh, you got a problem with walking. That's what they're saying. Oh, we're a conspiracy against walking now. Wake up! Don't you see what's going on in the world? If you're still asleep at this point, then you're nothing but a non-player character. That's right, that's all you are, an NPC. And it's, I'm all about love, I'm all about light these days, but this really is upsetting because this is what they do in communist governments, my friends. This is what they do. This is nothing new, okay? Restricting where you could go and the area you're supposed to be in. No, they did this in China back, in the 50s or something like that. History repeats itself, right, my friends? The same thing just keeps going over and over again. That's what they're doing again. This is a common tactic right before they bring in their commie government, right? They just lock you down. They lock you down in your own, and they restrict where you could go, what you can do, and they make you dependent on the government. And that's the oldest trick in the book, my friends. And of course they're going to do that. Right now they say, oh, no, it's just you could walk to where you need to go. But you know that as soon as they bring another sickness, and once they lock us down, then you'll be confined to your little 15-minute neighborhood. We know that's the agenda. We're not stupid. So, my friends, we got to do everything we can in our power to put an end to this before it even begins. We must all say no and not comply. Do not comply, because if you comply, then it's game over. You'll be locked in your little 15-minute city. And, the people are fighting back. Definitely the people are fighting back. In Oxford, people they're fed up. I guess I heard they took a vote. 95% of the town does not want a 15-minute city and does not want it. But they don't care. They're doing it anyway. So what are the people doing? They're fighting back. They're protesting. And they're destroying the barriers. That's right, filling it up with concrete. Take a look at this.
In the dead of night, a hooded figure removes a base plate for a bollard, then pours cement into the hole. The aim, to make it hard to install a new one. This footage, obtained exclusively by ITV Meridian, is one of hundreds of incidents of vandalism in Oxford's local traffic neighbourhoods. Those removing the barriers often don't even wait for the cover of night. Now, new figures show just how much this kind of activity is costing. Delivery drivers, some filmed flouting the rules.
Condone it, but I can understand it because they're not listening to us, and that's where the anger's coming in. You know, that and people being stuck in traffic. There is no democracy in Oxford.
Wanton vandalism or a form of civil disobedience.
That's right. That's what the good heroes of Oxford are doing. And now look, I'm not condoning, or I'm not saying that you do anything against the law or anything like that. I'm not saying that in this video. Okay? For legal reasons. But I'm not saying that that's not the right thing to do either. I'm not saying any of it, eh? But what I am saying is sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do in the face of tyranny. And the people in Oxford are doing what they gotta do. And that's what everybody's gotta do. Everybody's gotta come together and they gotta tell the powers that be, no, N to the O. We don't want it. You work for us, we don't work for you. And you could shove it up your arse. Then what? If everybody says no, I'll tell you what happens. Then it doesn't happen. And that applies to every single thing that the NWO tries to push on us. We, the people, have the power. Not them. They're doing everything they can to make us think we're powerless and that we don't have the power and they have the power, when all we got to do is stand up and say no and it's game over. So that's what we got to do, because if we don't, it's not looking good. They're bringing in digital IDs, right? They're bringing social credit scores, passports for the thing. And the plan is, with the digital currency as well, and it's all going to be connected to your digital ID, and the plan is to completely take away all your freedom and to get you to keep taking those things that they want you to get. And guess what? If you don't take that thing they want you to get, you don't get your little booster, right? And guess what? Your digital ID gets turned off, your CBDC, your digital currency. And guess what? You don't get to eat until you go get your booster. Yeah, that's right. That's the plan. So if we let them get away with this, and if you don't do what they say, you get turned off. You don't get to eat. You don't get to travel. You don't get to leave your little 15-minute city. You get nothing, my friends. And that's it. You're done. So don't let it get to that. Just say no. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. You know, things are getting... They're getting difficult in the world. They're getting spooky with this artificial intelligence. I wanted to actually show you guys some pictures. I don't know. Is it if you guys notice that they're really pushing this AI a lot now? Like, it's been here for years, building. But I found ever since 2023 began, end of 2022, just out of nowhere, AI's been much more of a presence. All of a sudden, I'm hearing about these AI chatbots, these AI apps. It's just become a thing now. And now I'm looking at these AI pictures of these AI-generated people. And you can't tell the difference between them and a real human. Take a look at these pictures. All these pictures are artificial intelligence. They're created pictures. It's not real humans. Look. There you go. And with that, they can do anything with this technology now. They can make deep fakes, right? Where they could simulate a person saying anything they want them to say. It's not really a real person, but it sounds like them, looks just like them. They could frame people easily with that, right? You don't even know what's going on in this reality. I'm not liking it. I know if you are an awakened soul, which I know you are, you're not liking it either. So it's up to us now. Which timeline are you going to go down? Are you going to go down this 3D timeline where the NWO takes over and takes full control of your life? And you're in this NWO AI 15-minute city takeover crap? Is that the timeline you want? Because you could choose that timeline. If you want to be at a low vibration and you want to sit there and eat your Cheetos all day and play the video games and not do anything to raise your vibration and go out and actively stop this, well then, hey, have fun with that 3D reality. There's two different timelines at play here. If you want to be on the 5D timeline, the timeline where humanity goes into a beautiful golden age and the powers that be crumble and fall, and you have freedom, well then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to raise your vibrational frequency, get into that love frequency, and you're going to have to get up off your arse and get involved in your community and just say no. You do not comply. You stand in your power. You remember who you are, a divine, powerful creator being. You are God consciousness. You step into your power with the high vibration, and you command what you want in your reality. And you do not want these 15-minute cities. You do not want these digital IDs. No. You want freedom. You want love. And you want unity. And you do it all in the name of love, my friends. And you ascend to your highest timeline. And that's what needs to happen. Two different timelines playing out. Choose your timeline. And if you choose that 5D timeline, you got to get involved and actively be part of the fight for freedom. You don't just sit there and be a slave. Okay, my friends? So at this point, I'm going to invite you guys to join me on my Patreon for exclusive content you don't get anywhere else. And I got the Ascend to 5D class where I'm teaching you ways you could help ascend yourself to higher states of consciousness and be able to have a more bright future. Okay? So, love to have you there. And, if you join up on Patreon, it helps support me and my goal to bring you guys this content. It means the world to me. I also got the health class, occult class, and I can do Pleiadian channelings as well. Ask me anything. Or if you'd like to just simply buy me a coffee for my efforts, the links are all down below. I'm on the website, Buy Me a Coffee. So Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, all down below. Your support means the world to me. And if you enjoyed this video and you're new, subscribe to survive and hit that like button. Helps me out so much. We can do this, my friends. I believe in you. I believe in me. I believe in humanity. And end of the day, I don't believe in the WEF or the NWO. Absolutely not. We got this, my friends. Stand in your power and just say no. Linol signing off.